Welcome to Cozy Space Living, where we explore the art of making apartment living beautiful and inspiring. Today, we're diving into a style that combines sophistication and timeless charm, Victorian elegance. Whether you have a compact space or simply adore the aesthetics of the Victorian era, this video is for you. Before we start, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and drop us a comment to tell us which idea you love most. Victorian design is all about opulence, detailed craftsmanship, and a sense of grandeur. But when you're living in a smaller apartment, how do you incorporate these elements without making your space feel cramped or overwhelming? We'll explore how to achieve a refined Victorian look while maximizing the space in your living room. So, whether you're a fan of plush fabrics, intricate detailing, or the warm glow of vintage lighting, we've got you covered. Grab a cozy blanket and a warm cup of tea as we journey through these Victorian living room ideas that make even the smallest apartments look like a grand estate. The sofa is often the focal point of any living room, so start with a piece that commands attention. A Victorian-style sofa, such as a deep-button Chesterfield or a carved wood-framed settee, sets the tone for the entire space. Look for rich, jewel-tone upholstery like emerald green, royal blue, or deep burgundy to add an instant touch of luxury. Adding smaller accent pieces like velvet throw pillows in contrasting colors will enhance the richness of the room. Be sure to choose fabrics that have texture, like brocade or damask, which are traditional to Victorian design. The texture brings depth and creates a warm, inviting atmosphere perfect for smaller apartments. To keep the room from feeling too crowded, pair the statement sofa with a sleek, minimalist coffee table or side table. This approach maintains an elegant look while allowing your sofa to take center stage. Incorporating dark wood furniture is essential for achieving that authentic Victorian look. Choose pieces that showcase intricate carvings and detailed craftsmanship, like a carved side table or a vintage-style bookshelf. These rich wood tones contrast beautifully with lighter walls and floors, adding depth and interest. Opt for multi-functional furniture, such as an antique-looking trunk or a storage bench. These can provide hidden storage while maintaining a sense of timeless elegance. The key is to make sure these pieces are proportionate to the space so that your living room doesn't feel overcrowded. Dark wood furniture can be balanced with other materials, such as brass or wrought iron accents, to create a more dynamic visual appeal. This mix of materials helps maintain that traditional Victorian aesthetic without overpowering the space. Victorian homes are known for their elaborate textiles and soft furnishings. To bring this to a small apartment, start by adding heavy drapes or curtains in fabrics like velvet or brocade. Choose patterns that feature florals or damask motifs to keep the look authentic. Layering textiles such as throw blankets, area rugs, and upholstered chairs adds texture and warmth. Opt for area rugs with ornate, Persian-inspired patterns to give your living room an air of sophistication without overwhelming the space. Consider adding an embroidered or fringed table runner for a touch of detail on side tables or accent pieces. It's these small additions that help you embody the Victorian charm without cluttering your space. Victorian style is rich with patterns and designs that tell a story. Mix floral, damask, and paisley prints to create a cohesive and visually interesting environment. Don't be afraid to layer these patterns, but make sure to keep a color scheme that ties everything together. Pair patterned curtains with solid colored furniture to keep the look balanced. Alternatively, you can go for patterned armchairs or a small accent chair with an intricate design. Remember, the goal is to create a harmonious space without making it feel cluttered. If you're not ready to commit to bold patterns, start with smaller accessories like throw pillows, framed artwork, or small ottomans. These can be changed out as trends or your preferences evolve. Victorian design isn't complete without vintage or antique-style accessories. Think porcelain vases, glass lamps, and decorative mirrors with ornate frames. These accents can instantly elevate your living room's look and enhance its old-world charm. Hang a large, vintage-inspired mirror to create the illusion of more space in a small apartment. A mirror with an elaborate, gold leaf frame adds a touch of drama and makes the room feel larger. Add small details like a decorative tray with vintage tea sets or antique picture frames. These smaller touches contribute to the Victorian elegance while adding a personal, lived-in feel to your apartment. Lighting is essential to creating a cozy and elegant ambience. Victorian interiors favor chandeliers, candelabras, and table lamps with intricate detailing. If a chandelier feels too grand for your space, opt for a smaller, vintage-inspired ceiling light or wall sconces. Table lamps with stained glass shades or brass bases bring a subtle touch of glamour. They're perfect for creating warm pools of light that make a small room feel more inviting. Place them on side tables or mantels to spread light throughout the room. String lights with Edison bulbs or fairy lights can be used to add a touch of whimsy without being overwhelming. These lights provide a soft glow and create a cozy environment perfect for small living rooms. One way to infuse Victorian elegance into a small space is by painting your walls in deep, moody hues. Dark colors like forest green, deep blue, or even charcoal gray bring an element of sophistication while making the room feel cozy. Consider using wallpaper with a subtle Victorian pattern, like a damask print in a dark or metallic hue, to create a feature wall. This adds texture and visual interest while keeping the space feeling elegant. If you want to make the room appear larger, pair dark walls with lighter trim and moldings. This contrast emphasizes architectural details while preventing the room from feeling too enclosed. A Victorian-inspired space wouldn't be complete without a few artistic elements. Hang classic, vintage-style portraits or prints in ornate frames. Black and white sketches or oil paintings with gold leaf detailing work beautifully in small apartments. For those who prefer modern art, select pieces that have an antique look or use muted colors that blend seamlessly with Victorian themes. Framing art with detailed wood or gold frames helps tie the look together. You can also create a gallery wall with various vintage pieces, from old postcards to framed poetry or botanical prints. This adds personality and depth to your space, making it feel like a curated part of history. Mirrors and reflective surfaces add a touch of luxury and can make even the smallest space feel grander. Use an oversized mirror as a statement piece or add several smaller ones throughout the room for a charming effect. Gold or silver-framed mirrors work especially well with Victorian decor. They create a vintage look while catching the light and opening up the space. Position mirrors strategically to reflect light and make your living room feel more expansive. Incorporating other reflective surfaces, like a glass coffee table or brass accents, can also elevate the overall look and make your space shine. Victorian style often features touches of nature, which adds freshness and warmth to the space. A few potted plants or flowers can add a pop of color and vibrancy to your living room. Choose plants with a classic look, like ferns or ivy, which were popular in Victorian times. Incorporate decorative floral arrangements in vintage vases or urns to enhance the aesthetic. Artificial arrangements with realistic detailing can work if you don't have a green thumb. To keep the look sophisticated, avoid overloading your space with greenery. Instead, choose a few well-placed pieces that complement your design scheme. Wooden floors are the quintessential Victorian choice, but they may not be practical in every apartment. Opt for dark, faux wood laminate or elegant rugs with traditional patterns. An area rug with a floral or Persian design will tie the room together and create a more cohesive look. Consider layered rugs for an extra touch of luxury. Place a smaller, patterned rug over a larger, solid-colored one to add texture without crowding the space. If rugs are not an option, add wooden accents or furniture pieces with a rich wood finish to echo the feel of Victorian-style flooring. Creating a Victorian-inspired living room doesn't have to break the bank. Browse thrift stores or online marketplaces for vintage furniture and decor that match your vision. Pieces like an antique armchair or a set of mismatched side tables can bring character to your space. DIY projects like reupholstering old chairs or painting furniture with a distressed finish can create a unique touch. Choose antique gold or brass paint for an authentic look. Don't forget to add personal touches with family heirlooms or thrifted finds. These small details will add depth and a story to your Victorian-inspired apartment. Gold and brass details are hallmarks of Victorian elegance. Incorporate these through your light fixtures, mirrors, drawer handles, and decorative pieces. They add a touch of opulence without overwhelming the space. Try using a gold or brass lamp base or ornate candlesticks to add shine and a touch of luxury. If you're looking to make a statement, an elaborate brass chandelier or a gilded mirror can be your showstopper piece. Remember to balance metallics with other warm, natural elements like wood or fabric. This will maintain that vintage, cozy feel that Victorian homes are known for. Soft, warm lighting helps make small spaces feel welcoming and cozy. Consider placing a few table lamps around the room, preferably ones with a vintage style or shade. This helps create an inviting glow that adds to the luxurious Victorian atmosphere. Another way to keep things cozy is by adding candles in ornate holders. This can help create a more intimate space that feels straight out of a Victorian parlor. Avoid harsh lighting fixtures as they can make a room feel colder and less inviting. Instead, use wall-mounted sconces or lamps with dimmers to adjust the ambience. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Victorian elegance for small apartment living rooms. I hope these ideas inspire you to create a cozy and sophisticated space that blends classic design with modern living. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment sharing your favorite idea or how you'd use Victorian elements in your apartment. Creating a Victorian-inspired living room in a small apartment is all about balance, combining the ornate with the practical, and using proportionate pieces that amplify the room's natural charm. Use these tips to make your space feel like a grand Victorian home, even if it's compact. We love seeing how you adapt these ideas into your own living space, so don't hesitate to share photos and your experiences in the comments below. Until next time, happy decorating and stay cozy.